is Chaos Flies? Do I have to phone up Katsura right now to get Chaos Flies in a Persona 2 remake? What can I say? Here we are, back at it again. I just can't get enough punishment from this game. Eternal punishment, I should say. Back at it again. Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. Good to be with you. I'm so mad right now. This is my favorite Persona, like, ever. In case you're ever wondering, this is actually my favorite Persona right here in the series, Beelzebub Fly. And what is this man missing? Can anyone tell me what this man is missing? That's right, he doesn't have literally his most iconic move in the series, but he's gonna have a fusion spell. He's gonna be able to do so. That's actually gonna save him. And this game, I was just sitting here thinking, I'm like, you know what this game actually shows? They can actually write female characters. So I'm gonna show you a couple like great mid to late game demons, and I just want to kind of give you my thoughts, like I said, of what I think some good personas are, some worthwhile ones, kind of going through, and not going to be a super in-depth guide here, but it's just going to be more of an evaluation guide, just kind of my personal evaluation on, do I want to do this through Arcana, or do I want to do this through level? And I think level would actually be a good one. So let's go back here to our low level demons, and the one I wanted to start with here, because I was just on this, is Poltergeist. Poltergeist early on, honestly, he's pretty straightforward right here. He has Magna, or they have Magna, which is really good. Starting Earth spell skill, Sonic Punch 2 for the physical skill. I always like a good like physical skill in my personas, as well as kind of that offshoot, so it has like a physical and a Earth skill with also some status effect skills. That's not really the super value. That's a good part of it. Another value of it is if you summon the Poltergeist in this game. So we haven't seen it on this stream, but just so you know, like, fusion failures are a thing in this game. Like, even as early as Persona 2, we still saw a lot of fusion failures and stuff. So a way around that is just having a Poltergeist in your stock, because usually the fused demons, instead of turning to something else like a slime, a lot of the time they'll turn to slime or something. They'll just turn to Poltergeist, which is kind of funny, like it's a ghost, like the demon turned to a ghost. But yeah, that's going to be you all don't know those. So Poltergeist is a really good one, just to have around, especially if you want to avoid mutation errors, which can completely wreck a whole rank up process, and as well as just general summoning errors. The other one I wanted to run by here real quick, which was probably going to be one of the lovers one, I believe she is, Pixie. Yes, Pixie's actually really sweet, and she looks a little bit different in this game, but she kind of looks the same as well. She's not like the Pixie we know her as in today's game. She's a little more kind of like what I would think, like almost like a Tinkerbell, like a Pixie, almost kind of like an inspiration, like from a fairy, you know. Pixie's really good early on. She has Dia, which of course is great. She's a great asset, great support. Starts with a healing spell, has the wind attack, also has Zeo, which gives her access to a lightning attack. And was that Kodoludi? That's going to be your good support one that cures possessed status. And really early on, that's a really annoying attack that you don't want. That our possessed status really is annoying early on, and so you'll want that just to not have to deal with it. Her rank 8 spell, she literally gets Megiddo, which is actually nutty. Also, shout out for Megiddo, because now after hearing Megiddo, I just cannot stop thinking about Megiddo. So shout out to our viewers for that. So Megiddo is actually like Pixie, why do you have Megiddo at level 2? That is actually wild. Like, even on the later games and this one, you don't usually find Megiddo until later levels, maybe in the 30s, late 20s maybe on like a special demon or something like that. So that's actually crazy. So it's worth it to get her to level 8, and her while she is low, she'll get really good rank ups, and really once she gets rank 8, I believe Pixie gets like a huge stat boost to luck. So I'm trying to think here. She has even though it looks like, you may not believe me right now, but I'm telling you, she can go up to like 99 luck just like that. So even though Pixie may be that low level demon, she has that classic like crazy nonsense that just makes her insane. It makes me think of like Shin Megami Tensei 3, where you get Ultra Pixie just from, you know, bringing your evolved Pixie line demon, or one of them, to the demon there in the oh gosh, the Hell World, the Amalia. There we go. So Pixie is a sleeper. She's actually kind of cracked. And she's a great way to get your luck stat up for gambling and other stuff as well. So, one thing people will sometimes do, especially my Persona 2 veterans out there, you know what I'm talking about here, where I might be going. You could actually summon Pixie in the late game here to the mid-late game. Give her like a Meteorahan or like a full heal spell. And do you see that SP cost right there? That is a 6 SP cost. Put that on someone like Ulala, you're getting a Meteorahan or like a big full group heal for usually less than 5 SP, sometimes as low as 2 SP. Imagine that. You heard me right. Casting a Meteorahan for 2 SP. Absolutely cracked. Pixie, it has a lot going on. You might see some of these low-level demons and be like, oh, whatever, they're level 2, why would I ever use those? But this is that kind of game where, like, even, like, if you know how to exploit or kind of, like, use some of those mechanics in there, you can absolutely go off and get pretty nutty. Okay, so that's going to be Pixie. Let's go over here to a little bit higher level now. They're level 2s, and that's going to be Harpy. Harpy has a good... I feel like I should add in some of the more notable aspects on some of the demons, like their strengths and weaknesses. And Harpy's one of those, because she's good against sword and attack. So you might be, as a modern Persona fan, looking at this and be like, sword and attack, what does that mean, sword, attack? Well, that's 2 different types of physical attacks. You have the sword physical attacks, and then you have just general attack. So, you also have shot. Physical damage in this game is split into different categories, like shot, throw, sword, general basic, like an attack category. So, it is kind of weird seeing that it is sword attack, because attack would also be, like, you would think, just the general attack, but that's pretty much what I think they wanted to differentiate that, because, like, you see these different categories. She's weak to shot and earth, so that's just going to differentiate that she's not strong to all attacks. She is strong to maybe 3 out of the 4, being sword, throw, any other general attack but shot. So it's kind of weird to think about, because they changed that up in a lot in the newer games. I think attack's just generally maybe attack and shot. I think it's just attack and shot now. Persona 5, you have the gun, so I think yeah, they just had attack and shot. So kind of similar as Persona 5 with the shot and attack, but also a little bit different there. But mainly, probably her main strength here is that she transitions into Matsuo when you get her evolution or mutation, and that's a really good persona right there. And she has some pretty good spells here. Physical attack there, she has Scratch, always like a good physical attack. She has the Garu and Maha Garu, which is actually going to be very, very good for setting up some strong wind type fusions. And she also has Kodaludi, which is going to be, again, that good recovery from possession skill, as well as a status attack with paralyzing scratch. A lot of synchronization in this with other skills, so good on her. Now, let's go to the other end of things here, because I want to show you one other one here that I think is a notable one, at least in the early game, to look at. And where are you? Oh, I can get Asteria. I'm going to show you some of the new personas I can get here as well. We're going to summon those things up. It's going to be a big party in here. I think Demeter right here. Hey, here she is. I think Demeter, you see me use her in this playthrough. She is a very solid persona, and she also has a mutation to a stronger persona. I'm trying to think of who it is right now. Ibisu. She also mutates into Ibisu. So, like, on top of just being a strong, solid, all-around persona, Void's Holy, Void's Dark, has 99 needles. That's going to be a fusionable spell right there. Has the heal with Diorama, which isn't super great, but it's all, you know, whatever. It gets you good ranks fast, so she has the fast rank up. My biggest thing is she's basically an Earth user. Good Earth user, great defense, great solid base stats. And comes with a fusionable spell that can, a couple fusionable spells, like, in her base kit, so that's actually really strong. And she has a rumor. You see Ultra Frela right there, which is a rumor spell that it also can synchronize a fusion spell with Summon Spirits. So just very, I have nothing bad to say about Demeter, other than she looks a lot different than she does in the later games, as pointed out by another viewer here. Some of these like I said, some of these personas I kind of skip over. The Fool personas, just in general, I'm just going to say as a general category, every single one of these Fool persona cards is super strong. Absolutely, like, nutty strong. The whole Fool, like, archetype in this game has some of the strongest defenses. Like, look at this. Tobikato, Void's Throw, Attack, Holy, Dark, Mind, and Nerve. Like, actually good skill set, support skills, strong fire skill that can help with skills like Meltdown, physical attack, and Amara Karn. So I'm thinking fast level ups, easy rank ups too. And Jigoku, again, same thing. Great skill set right here. A lot of great support skills, physical attack and earth attack, great stats. All the Fool cards are great. The only bad thing about Fool cards are super rare to get in this game, and they are a pain in the ass to grind. So, like, you're basically at end game by the time that you're gonna have a lot of Fool cards and stuff that you can use. So, I usually save mine for the better ones that you get a little bit later on. So, we'll see. Like, Toby I would grab, but I think there's some other ones too that are a little bit better a little later on that are going to take just as much. So that's the thing with Fool. Balag's a really good water type. Also gets Aqua, Aquays, Maha Aquays, and Zeo, so just really strong all around right there for water type. Where is... Oh, there you are, Succubus. Succubus is actually really good. She's actually really, really good in this game. Some of these personas, like, they're not as good in other titles. So I'm really happy to see Persona 2 having them, like, actually be strong. Succubus is another one of those. Look at that. Strong against all magic in general. Just straight across the board. All magic. Doesn't matter if it's fire, earth, wind, water, holy, dark. I believe this also in this game extends to almighty attacks as well, so she's strong against all of it, just across the board. That right there is just absolutely, you know, gives her an advantage. The only disadvantage of that is that she's weak to physical. and that can be a little bit of a drag, especially when you have enemies in some of these dungeons, especially like the second Alba Park and the New World Order dungeons that have those enemies in there, and the mech fights, the X1s and the X2s. She'll get killed. She'll get you killed, like, because that weakness to physical, like, will keep you scrubbing the ground. So a little bit of a drawback just for that strong physical, or strong magic but weak physical. Going to the skills here, Dormina, great support type though with Marin Karen, and basically I'd say her two strongest points are that she gets Zeodyne and Diamond Dust as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to note here. I think that's just about it for her though. Like I said, strong Bufalo skills. Oh yeah, she's gonna have access to those future spells like ice ones and lightning. Galvanic Hammer is going to be a good one. So she's pretty solid. I think, you know, that's pretty much most of it. Oh, she can also get Super Megiddo. So that's going to be another, yeah, so she has good fusion spell and Mudun, so she's good. I think the best thing about her too, more than anything, is that she is mutation material for Cuchulainn, who's again another a really strong mutation demon in this game. All of the, oh god, I forget what they call these. All of the ancient personas, I think these are ancient personas, are very, very strong. Absolutely worth getting. They have a super great and strong fusion spell with Grand Cross, or Dragon's Grand Cross. Great moveset right here. Crescent Mirror, Absolute Zero, Bufudyne. Artemis is very much the ice spell. Astria is a really good one as well. This is basically, I believe, going to be Balfu's persona, if not Balfu's, Ulala's. Weak to Earth, but reflects Mind and Nerve, which is absolutely amazing in this game. Because it's going to help you for those pesky, really pesky sass effects that just have some really high percentage values in this game. Also, Void's Wind and Holy comes in with Gerudai, and that's going to give him one of the strongest wind spells and access to just a lot of great stuff. So, Astria is a really good support one, as well as just a great defense one. I would grab every single one of these. Every single one of these ancient demons right here. Alright. This is the one I've really been waiting for. Fucking Haster come forth here. The King in Yellow. This guy right here is an absolute fucking menace. And I cannot wait to summon him right now. He comes in with a lot of great damage skills, dark attacks, as well as a water attack and access to a lot of almighty attacks. This is a Cthulhu lore right here, so, or a Lovecraftian lore, Cthulhu mythos, so reflects magic, weak to physical, so really good. They're Set. If you're used to seeing Set be a dragon, well, you're in for a treat on this one, because he's a fucking platypus. Meet Set the platypus. No, he actually looks like a stalking lizard. So, if you know anything about Set from that lore, he kind of has that look. Kind of looks like an alligator, or like a kind of lizard, and there's a nasty scythe right there. So Set's really good. Set is a really good one as well. Void's Water, Holy and Dark, has a great skill set just across the board. Mudun Deathbound, not the greatest, but what is going to be the Aquaretide and Aquadyne. But I'm going to go ahead and grab Haster real quick, because I've been waiting for him. So I'm looking at this Haster and I'm like, what would I put on Haster just to make him a little more spicier? Oh, also, with Haster, this is going to give us access to an item. Tengu's a really good one as well. I'm just going to kind of go through just a couple more here just to some honorable mentions. Tengu's a really good one for his wall of air, which is great for one of the boss battles, especially. He also just has some really good skills that can go well with things. I believe he also he gets a random spell. Not random spell. He gets a mutation spell that's actually pretty decent as well. Here's Lakshmi. If you've never seen Lakshmi, and I don't know if this is a translation error because everywhere else I'm pretty sure it's Lakshmi, but sometimes I see Lakshmi. This was her design back in Persona 2, which is actually really funny and crazy. You see like the hearts on the side. She has like these wraps that have like these hearts on the end of them, or like the scarf on the back of her. Reminds me of like Maya's design a little bit. Then she has the heart on her head, so they have like this healing type. She doesn't have an affinity, so she's a non-affinity persona. She voids holy and she boosts recovery. So like she is one of the very few rare, just very rare demons or persona in this game that voids everything and also has a boost skill to recovery. So everything she does healing wise is going to have a lot of potential impact. Great support persona, great support skills, Trifuri right there on demand, great escape one, Dance of Bravery. But also I think really the biggest thing about Lakshmi is she's going to give you a material when you return her that lets you summon Vishnu. So that's actually, so not only a great persona, great support persona, you're gonna be prying her from your hands as you want to trade her in to get an even more powerful persona in Vishnu. And that's actually something I'm going to try to get here on this stream. Before we get wrapped up, not this stream, but with the gameplay completely, I want to show you all the, I want to say the Hindu gods. They have the Hindu pantheon gods. They have a very strong group spell fusion with Brahma and Vishnu and some other ones. Skatch looks a lot different. Honestly, probably my second favorite persona in the series, just because design is one of my favorites. Looks a lot. If this was the first persona that I saw when I saw Skatch, I don't know if her design would be my favorite. But Persona 3 and onward, she gets a bit of a glow up right there. But don't let that fool you. A very great persona. Reflects sword, attacks, voids holy and dark. This is Skatch at her absolute strongest. I don't think there's ever been a stronger Skatch in a Persona series than this game right here. Absolute menace. Has a great fusion spell with the Celtic pantheon here with Cuchulainn, who I'm still trying to work on. Still haven't gotten him yet. But Cuchulainn and Skatch right there, they have a power up together. Sif's a really good persona. She's really great for lightning. She's going to be your lightning person. Also, Petraja and Kodoludi, absolutely great. Nemesis. Nemesis is probably, if you're doing the Ellen story, I would say get Nemesis. Nemesis is a lot better than whatever bad, like just a bad, terrible persona that Ellen gets. I cannot remember her name because literally that persona was so bad. I got rid of it and I put on Nemesis. The thing that makes Ellen's starter persona so bad, like at least with Nate, Izumyo voids earth, voids darkness, like has a great defense set out, has a great skill set out. Nate actually comes equipped with I think it actually can go into an ultra persona too, so actually a great persona. I wasn't too crazy about her. I thought Nemesis is a lot better to sub out Ellen's with, so I would do that. Just throw on Ellen's. Nemesis also can turn into Ibisu, just like Demeter, and she gets Estoma as a whatchamacallit? mutation skill. Let's get to the really, really good one here. Couple more here we'll go through. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Speaking of Ebisu, I guess I can't show you Ebisu because they're all Oracle or minor personas, so they're not going to be on here. And since that's the case, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple more here that are just some really honorable mentions. Where is she? Trying to find Hell. Oh, there she is. There's my girl. Hell is absolutely the quintessential persona for all early, mid-late game, pretty much. Hell's one of those personas, like, once you get her, she ain't leaving your party. She's one of the very few personas that just gets like, an elemental roundhouse here. She gets Magnus, Bufala, Budo, Garula, Firestorm. She also gets, I think, Acid Rain as a mutation. Absolutely quintessential for all fusion spells, jack of all trades. No reason not to get her. Unkow's also another great one. Void's Holy Dark, great skill set. Neutral affinity, so he has great pairing with all your party. Cheap SP use, has decent skills. I believe also has might have a mutation, but has good mutation skills. I know that much. Beelzebub Fly, absolutely the worst. Does not have Chaos Flies. Enough said. Oh yeah, but neutral affinity, so he does have a good affinity with the rest of your party right there, and he does have a good fusion spell, so I'll give him that. Other than that, I think that's all that are worth mentioning on now, right now for this stream. Of course, Satan and Lucifer are going to be the best that you can get, but they're going to be level 99, so you're not going to be able to use them for a while. I think there's one more. I'm trying to see where her name is. I haven't seen it pop up yet, so I must have went over it. But Iris. Iris is a very good persona. Not Isis, but Iris, she's under the star personas. At least I thought she was. I don't know where she is now. But Iris is just really good. She's absolutely essential. She's hiding now. I don't know where she is. I had her somewhere. But, alright, let's go ahead here. We're gonna get this party rolling still. Those are my, kind of, like I said, my persona evaluations if you're kind of needing some good picks throughout here and there. Pioneer's another decent one. A lot of these, like Cert. I'm not a big... Cert's alright, but I'd rather have Demeter.